Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. Well, as I left off in the last session, I laid out what the plans were for this one. However, they've slightly changed. Very slightly. We got a couple of things that we're going to do in the meantime before we actually head out to start the White March. There's a few other little things I want to kind of clear up and progress in the meantime. Now the first thing that we need to do is we needed to come here to the home of the Crucible Knights, because there wasn't a quest in my log in relation to what they wanted us to do for them to gain their trust. So I got a feeling that we didn't accept the quest and that we simply were going to mull it over. So we're going to go back and clarify what exactly they wanted us to do, and this time accept it, because we need to have their favour to seek an audience with the Duke at his animancy hearings. And then after we finished here, we're going to go outside where we're going to talk to Adair, because he wants to talk to us, and then we're also going to talk to Durance as well, because we need to get to know him a little bit better in terms of his little personal quest. So we're going to see what else he has to say for himself. And then we've got a couple more things to do. So, yeah. This is going to be a session of tying up some loose ends. So it could be half an hour. It could be longer than that. Let's see how long it takes us to get stuff done. So the first thing is to speak with Commander Cliver.
Just say the word.
Me and old Hector here.
Not a problem.
So we're not going to discuss the animancy hearings yet because it's not applicable. These guys don't trust us enough. So we have decided, after mulling it over for some time, chewing the fat with our companions, that we do indeed want to assist in your cause. So asking him, what exactly do we need to do?
Dunstan will complete the first squad of Forge Knights in no time. Now the High Justice will want to have his Forge Masters at Fleetbreaker Castle create more.
So we remember this. We asked, we assisted in the creation of these Forge Knights. We got some plans, retrieved some plans, give them to Dunstan, and now the High Justice wants to create some of his own. So no doubt we'll want a copy of these plans.
I've made a copy of Viana's research, and the High Justice has sent a courier to Anslog's Compass to retrieve it. The dozens have gotten too active for the courier to come to Defiance Bay. And after Viana's kidnapping, we've got to assume they know about our plans. That's why I'm sending you to deliver the research. You shouldn't be recognizable to the dozens.
I can't remember this because we probably are recognizable to the dozens. We've had one or two run-ins, shall we say. But yes, we'll certainly head to Anslog's Compass. Khan's got something to say about this, just piping him down whilst we're speaking with the commander. Don't interrupt. Okay. So, of course, this will anger the Dermanels, what's left of them, and, of course, the dozens. However, we really couldn't care less right now. So, we are going to accept.
Anslog's Compass is a small lagoon just north of Defiance Bay. Your contact will be a commander named Arenroad. She'll meet you by the docks. Return to me when you've finished. The High Justice has made the expansion of the Forge Knights his top priority, which means it's mine as well.
Top priority. Well, it sounds important.
Hey.
So, Winds of Steel. We have to travel to Anslog's Compass for a third time and speak with a commander named Arenroad.
Hey.
We shall get to that very shortly, but of course we need to prioritise things, and we have a couple of things at a higher priority than the Crucible Knights errand. As much as Commander Clive would not want us to say that, our companions are perhaps more important. As is tidying up Defiance Bay's little problems. We need to speak to Grimda. Now, as you can see, we have leveled up our characters. Once we get into combat, I suppose we can go through what exactly we've given each of them. Nothing...
Leave the pig alone.
Yes, Itamok, leave Hector alone. What the hell do you think you're doing? It's not a plaything. Okay, so speaking with Adair, perhaps he maybe has something on his mind regarding his brother.
Hope I didn't seem ungrateful back there in the battlefield. And you went out of your way.
That's more like it. Deserve respect. I'm Lord Fedoran. No, of course, he's not going to say that. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we understand. Get it on your mind.
Got real close. Didn't expect that. Now, for a second, I thought I was going to finally see some answers. Foolish, of course. And why should I get answers? There's a world of Aethasians out there who don't know if their god's been blown up. Still, man can't help looking back. Guess you'd know that well as anyone.
He stares off, focusing on some distant thing, unseen and unrealized.
I might have turned my back on my god when he needed me. That's all I'll ever know.
What do we say to that? Well, it does seem to be the case. You did what you had to, even if Wydwin was Aothas, his actions were destructive.
His actions didn't seem righteous enough for a god. That's why me and Woden had Wydwin figured for a pretender. It didn't occur to me that my god might actually mean to do harm to his own. Something to think about, I guess.
Yeah, something to mull over. Right, whilst we're in the talkative mood, let's have a chat with this man.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
Okay. We're going to cut to the chase here and just see if he has anything he wants to say about himself. He grunts. Asking where he's from.
Where I hail from? From one of Margren's fires. A cathedral. Ashfall. Made of blackened trees. I studied the scriptures there. The fires carved into the land. The trunks of the burnt trees. And in the factories where the rifles and cartridges were shaped. All are chapels in other devotions.
Other devotions? Durance nods. For Margren, any fire is enough for worship, physical or not. A blacksmith's anvil, a craftsman's bench, all arenas where fire is waiting to be born. He snaps his finger. It just needs a spark. Like an alchemical fire, or a spark to cartridges, to speed them to their purpose. And yeah, Fedoran asking what exactly that purpose is. He tilts his head thinking, well, their purpose then. It was many thens ago. He scratches his beard. Beard was a little brighter than now. But yes, cartridges, guns, all had a purpose, and that purpose was punching holes in mages like you and letting their pompous air hiss out. He gives a half smile and a nod. Woke your kind right up and kept them staring at the ceiling in the dark instead of sleeping. That's for certain. A little violence as an accounting, an answer for unchecked power. Well, Margren gave an answer for that. Okay, yeah. Soldiers and mages on equal footing, you say? He nods again. Mages were troublesome in that time. Firearms made every man a mage, and a caster's pretty arcane shield was little match for them. It turned each commoner into a beast that could spit fire. It levelled the field of battle, that's for certain. Made many a mage a grave. Alright. Okay, so the introduction of the firearm. Talking now about Ashfall, or asking rather. He grunts again. You're more curious about it than most of Magran's faithful. Yeah, what is the cathedral like? Massive, beautiful, blessed by the goddess. Flame cannot strike it twice. His eyes travel to his ashen staff, studying the etchings. Beneath, tunnels and chambers, bellows and fire pits, and many of the faithful looking for a means to bring fire to the world. He turns his gaze from his staff to you. Guns, explosives, alchemy, all of these are our holy symbols, and we are eager to share. Okay, asking to see what else he can tell us about Ashfall. What more to tell? He frowns, his hand tightening on his staff again, his fingers seeming to sink into the wood. It is one of the greatest fires of Magran, the High Seat, he shrugs. Some say the blackest, not of evil, but of ash, all that remains after fire has fed. He pauses. I called it a cathedral before. That's not the full truth of it. It's more a battlefield. It lies in the heart of the War of Black Trees, its timbers built from the burnt forest there, each timber blessed by fire, and one of Magran's greatest battles. Many of us helped shape the war effort there, with flames and firearms.
I suspect the answers will seed more questions.
And that'll do for now.
Hey,
Perhaps he will chirp up of his own accord as we continue to travel on. Come on, Hector, don't stand there gawping. Time to move. Here he comes, look. So, first of all, we'll head to Grimda, I think, who is in Copper Lane. I think this is one of the final tasks that we have here in Defiance Bay for the time being. So after we've finished up here, we shall head to Anslog's Compass. Where we will seek out that commander. No doubt the dozens will be there at some point and we'll have to fight them. If it goes smoothly without incident, I will have a massive shock. Find the Elder Archive. Oh, this is for the Theorems of Pangram. Well, we're not doing that right now, so...
Just say the word.
Okay, so here's Grimda, giving her the update.
Hello.
Okay. So we can actually tell her that we've been asked to retrieve the Theorems of Pangram, which I'm sure she won't like, so I think we'll just hold off on that for now. We don't want to close this quest down just yet. Yeah, Fedoran informing Grimda that we have found the scroll, but he asked us, or he, or she, or it, asked us to hide it again. And if she has any knowledge about her own god, she will understand that this is probably something that he'd do. Her gnarled hand shakes as she points at you. You're every bit as wily as those thieves. I should have known better than to trust you. Her trembling finger moves to the door. Now get out! Oh, she doesn't believe us. Nice. And now she's furious. Ooh, here we go. Look at that. The Night Mirror has been completed. With the aid of a secretive Orlan cipher, Hiravius was able to locate the so-called Night Mirror in a remote part of southwestern Air Glanfath. Unexpectedly, the Night Mirror was holding several Glanfathans in thrall, all of whom were willing to kill to protect the mirror. In a protracted battle, Hiravius and the cipher were able to shatter the mirror and break the spell. As soon as the dust had settled, some of the Cypher's associates arrived, apparently agents of some unknown organisation. They all uncoyly apologised to Haravius, but explained that the remnants of the Night Mirror had to be taken away for safekeeping. He was so proud of how things seemed to turn out that he didn't notice Haravius was standing on a piece of the mirror through the entire speech. Naturally, Haravius brought it back to Kednua as a memento. And here it is. Night Mirror Fragment. Causes frightened and sickened. So yeah, so looks like Haravius has got a little bit of nous about him. So he's got a bit of battle prowess, a little bit of nous and deception about him. I think he's proven himself worthy of joining our party at some point. He's passed the test. Okay. Right. Seeing as she has ordered us out and is not best impressed with us, we don't anticipate returning here very soon. So, if we are to take... what are we taking? The Theorems of Pangram. We're going to do it now. Locked doors. The Elder Archives. Palagina, whilst we are trying to protest our innocence in this whole scroll debacle, what we're going to have Palagina do is just slip away, perhaps with
I'm here.
her resident sneaky friend, and we're just going to see if they can obtain these pangrams. No entry into the archives without Grimda's permission. Grimda's permission? Grimda's permission? Do we need Grimda's permission here to unlock this door and nick the Theorems of Pangram? This is a risk that we really don't want to start to... Oh, this is difficult. If we go in here and break, pick the lock and walk in, we're going to get caught, surely. I wonder if there's like an alternative way in, like a hidden... There's like a panel here.
I'm on the trail.
This looks like a potential... I wonder if there's like a secret entrance into this. Possibly not. I was hoping that maybe one of these panels might open, revealing an alternative way, but I don't think there is. We haven't been granted access, and the only way would be to pick the lock and sneak in. See, she's seen,
I'm here.
but she can sneak past. Probably unseen. She's got quite a high sneak. Nope. She's in red, which means that she's not in sneak. She's not invisible. Right, we're not going to risk it. We're not going to risk it. If we draw the ire of this place, it could bring the whole entire city guard upon us. So, no Theorems of Pangram for us.
Hey.
And we certainly are not going to disclose it, so we'll see what happens at the Animancy hearing. Because ultimately, if it's still outlawed after all, we will protest that it's the Leaden Key at fault, then we won't be pursuing the matter anyway. That's disappointing. I'm thinking that if we look at our stats here, we've got Honest 3, but we now also have Deception 2. We had Deception 1 before, and I think we've got a point of Deception recently. We've done a deceptive act. I can't remember what it was. I remembered when I was leveling up the characters, we did something, or we did something deceptive, but for a good reason. And I think that's gained us a point of deception. So I think, depending on the stats that you have here, it sometimes does influence how people react to you. So if, for instance, our deception is above a certain level, then it may have triggered the fact that she didn't believe us because she thought we were lying. Because we've got 3 honesty, which surely should override that, but anyway. What did we do recently that was deceptive? Yes, that was it. We're going to go to Aslog's Compass now. When we were in Deerford Village, yes, that was it. We deceived the mercenaries there to allow that other mercenary to escape those House Derminel people. Yeah, that was it. The names, I can't remember the names, they were inconsequential, but yes, there was House Derminel looking for somebody who was apparently a baby killer. So we deceived them to allow this quote-unquote baby killer to escape. And that gained us a point of deception. But that was for a good reason, right? Not deceptive in a bad way. But, well, it's earned Fedoran a bit of a reputation, perhaps. His silver tongue not only working for the greater good, but can tell a lie as well. I'm sure he's happy with that. He likes to think that he can talk his way out of any situation, so whether it be the truth, whether it be a tale, he cares not, as long as he gets the right result. Right, our training grounds are done. So when we go back to our little castle here, what is this? A supplicant is leaving in 3 days. If ignored, -3 prestige. Pay him off or send an escort? What is this? Just send an escort. It's now the grieving mother's turn. He has proved himself in his little quest, and now the grieving mother has her opportunity to prove herself. Once she's completed this task, we will consider her a member of the team in full capacity, which means that she will be able to be recruited into the ranks of the main 6. So off she tootles. Should take her 3 days. When she returns, hopefully it will be with good news. This visitor is leaving in 1 day and 13 hours. I don't know if we're going to get back in time. It's going to take us longer than that to get from here to Fedoran's Keep, I think. How long? 1 day, 2 hours. Wow, we're just going to make it. Just going to make it. 1 day and 2 hours. We've got to get done here, where we are now, quickly. Well, 10 hours. 10 hours kind of quickly. Yeah, we've got to get this done quickly. It's a race against time. It's a race against time. Right, what are we doing here? Winds of Steel. Meet Anroad by the dock. Which is down here, right? The dial? No? That's a dock in the area, isn't it? There's Ranga's camp. I think it's down here. I think it's got something to do with this dial. It is an important area because it's marked on the map, so this could be where it features. This is where we also bought our lovely hat, if you remember. Is this it? Aha! Looking all dressed in finery, fine plates, all gleaming and sparkling in the sun.
Ready when you are.
Yeah, something's going to go bad here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually reposition the party to receive any sort of enemies that may come behind us. Call me, you know, pessimistic or whatever you want to call it. What's the word? Cautious? Yeah, cautious. Call me cautious.
Ready when you are.
You there? Did you wait. You just walked right past me? Hello, I'm here.
Well met, friend.
The woman sizes you up, squinting against the glare from the water. You've come from the Crucible Keep, I take it? I was told you'd have something for me. Okay. Should we nose into their affairs, or should we just hand things over? I think Fedoran can't help himself. Asking for some information about what's happening at Fleet Blaker Castle. Although I don't think she'll tell us. Okay, maybe she will. The High Justice has been gathering forces there. This mess with the legacy, the unrest, and the man-eating corpses all over the Deerwood, it isn't going away anytime soon. And the dozens are using this as an opportunity for a power grab. She straightens. we've got to build up strength to defend the D-Wood as well as our position here. And with these Forge Knights at our disposal, we'll be unstoppable. Okay, and asking for her role in all of this. I'm a commander stationed at Fleetbreaker Castle. I was sent to retrieve the research by the High Justice himself. She leans closer. And since you know what this research is all about, you can imagine how eager I am to get it back to the castle quickly and quietly. Well, don't let us stop you. Handing over the research. Excellent. I shall get this back to the High Justice before... Too late. Get ready. As we thought would be the case. Attacked, yes. Ooh, quite a few people here. So here's Paidbald. Right here. A man whose face is twisted into a snarl. Are you mad? You hold the secrets to one of the foulest examples of animancy, and you want to hand it over to the Crucible Knights? He shakes his head. It's an abomination. K souls used as weapons, and you'd give these silk stockings an army of them? I mean, when he puts it like that. But we need them. As in the Crucible Knights. He raises his axe, tightening his grip around the haft. I can't let you do this. The research must be destroyed. We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to dissuade them. We're going to ready our weapon. Kill them all! Okay. What we're going to do, I think we were quite happy with the summon... Oh yeah, so in terms of the... Well, now's a good time as any to go through any new skills that we've got with our level ups recently. Adair's picked up a new skill of Vigorous Defence, which gives him extra defences to Fortitude, everything apart from Reflex, so Fortitude, Will, and the other one, whatever that is, I've forgotten now. Palagina has picked up a Lay on Hands, which is a heal ability, so she can assist with healing if our priest goes down or if there's too much damage going on. She can also use that on herself, which is also pretty useful. Khan has picked up something, another word, another chant thing. He's picked up another chant. Yeah, something to do with fire and flames and stuff. Highly exciting. She has picked up a Binding Roots, which is almost like if you remember Baldur's Gate, Jaheira's entanglement. This is a similar sort of thing. It makes the opponent stuck, conjures roots from the ground, so a bit of a crowd control thing. He has picked up the ability to spell something. Spell Mastery, which I believe allows you to have a specific spell as an encounter ability, so that even if you run out of them here, you still get to use them every encounter. So I've used Halt for him because that's a spell. It was only a level 1 spell that we could use, and out of all the level 1 spells that we've got, I think this is the one we've used the most. And again, it's a bit of a crowd control thing. So I'm trying to build a lot of crowd control abilities into the characters so that we can pick opponents off one at a time if necessary, or if our, crowd control is always a good thing. And with Fedoran, he also has Spell Mastery, so once again, he could Spell Master a level 1 spell. So we've gone for Slicken again. A crowd control kind of thing. We've used this a few times and it's been very successful. So since we've got Slicken here, we've removed it from here and replaced that with a defensive spell, Wizard's Double, increasing deflection if he gets into a pickling situation. And he's also got access to now 2 5th level spells. One of them, Call to Slumber, puts a group of enemies unconscious for 9 seconds. You're getting the gist. Crowd control. And one which I really thought was a kind of a bit of a, not a joke, because it could be proved to be useful, but a throwaway spell. Considering we've just got a pig, we've just got Hector in the party, there is a spell that polymorphs a target into a helpless beast. That helpless beast just happens to be a pig. So again, it's crowd control again, but even if it, I just wanted this. It was almost like an ode to Hector here. So we're going to be using that in this battle. It can only be used against Kith. And we're going to be turning at least one of them, maybe even the commander himself, into a pig, which will be highly amusing. Anyway, we're off and running. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to summon forth the Adra Beetle, which was really... Oh, we need to be in combat.
Ready.
Right, we're in combat now, okay? Happy? Yes. Right, here comes the Adra Beetle. We probably don't have to be overly, what's the word here? Tactical in this battle, to be fair. But we are going to be. We want to pig somebody. We want to put somebody as a pig. So the Adra Beetle's going that way. I think we'll pig this man. We're going to have to move into range. I've worked out now that the foot icon means that we're going to have to move to use the spell. As you can see, there's a pair of feet there, which means he's out of the range. You can see actually the yellow outline of where the range is. But he'll get into our range shortly. But we're going to turn him into a pig. Adra Beetle's coming out this way. Adair will move into the range of the melees, and I think we'll have Palagina try and just tie up the magey type. Okay, and then Itumak can take care of one of these guys, and she'll also use attack the same. And you can just pound on him. Kana can pound on him as well, and that's pretty much it. So it should be quite smooth. Oh, we forgot that she was already doing something. Adra Beetle, yes, that's the one. Bring it out. Bring it out quickly. Oh, he's a pig! You've turned him into a pig! Oh, how little pleasures are so amusing. You little piggy. A little friend for our Hector here. Okay. In fact, Itamak, you want to go get him as well? You take care of him. We'll have Itamak go round and take care of him. What's he doing? Oh, don't hit the pig. Don't hit the pig. Whatever you do, Commander, don't hit the pig, please. Oh, actually, it's not like World of Warcraft where if you hit the polymorph it turns back. It seems that he's a pig and he's attacked and he's not changing back. Something's happened here. What's going on? It looks to be something quite dangerous. So let's get our squishies out of that. It looks quite threatening. Right, attack. Itumak. No, he's not having it, is he? He's not having it. Oh, there's a mercenary. Still a pig. He's still running around as a pig. I like it. Paid bald. Knock him down. And our Adra Beetle has... This is very... I like this beetle. It's killed... killed him all on his own. I'm barely taking a scratch. Right, well, we've got... Oh, we've got this. We've got this. We've got this now. Oh, you killed a pig. What are you doing? You killed a pig. Come on. Anrod wipes her blade on the lining of her cape. I'll take that as our cue to leave. With the dozens growing so bold, there's no time to waste. She strides back to the waiting boat. Give my regards to the commander, and watch your back out here. And off she goes. Right, we need to return to the Crucible Keep, give the commander the good news, and then we can...
Hey.
Well, we probably have access to more of their facilities, because we're probably going to be in their good favour now. And we can probably ask them to join our cause when it comes to the battle. And we can ask them about the Animancy hearing. So this has opened up, probably,
All right,
quite a few new options with the Crucible Knights.
Hey.
But we ain't going there this session. Or maybe we are. Or maybe we're not. I don't know. I haven't made my mind up yet. See how long we take to do the other stuff. A fine large shield, some coin, some mead. And a grimoire, of course. Ooh. Some of these I don't think Fedoran will know. Where is he? There you go. I don't know. He doesn't know that one. Yeah, he does now. He does now. It's quite a nice grimoire that as well. I like the cover. I may take that as one to use ourselves.
Ready when you are.
The other grimoire's not as good, you see. Ludrana's grimoire doesn't look as good. Not as nice a cover. We may swap that. We know how Fedoran likes to look good. Not just his hat, not just his robes, but his grimoires as well.
Hey.
He's a man that likes to think he's got style. Okay, we need to rush back to our keep to have an audience with that scumbag. So we're going to rush off now. Fedoran is a very busy man. Cities and villages to save. Hollowborn to cure. A keep to run. His people to placate. It's just non-stop. He's even got to clear the, his own keep's cellars out of, to get rid of all the nasties. And it's not like a cellar where you've got a few spiders.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
Look at that. They're getting more and more impressed with our keep as time goes on. With every new building, it draws good comments from our companions. Well, there's still a few run-down buildings here. Don't like the look of that, for instance. So I've got Mercenary Mine Striker. Oh, so look at that. Our little hirelings are posted around the grounds. On patrol, we like it. Now, we have got Warden's Lodge, if I remember rightly. Oh, look at our training. Look at that. Oh, and here's Korgrak. Yeah, we do have the Warden's Lodge, which allows us to get some bounties, so we may check in on that while we're here.
Ready when you are.
But, first of all, we're going to check in with Korgrak. Oh, he likes the place.
Hey.
That's good to know. Okay, to business. So Fedoran just sort of straightening his hat, dusting himself down, doesn't want to walk in there with people waiting his attention and looking like he's just been dragged through a hedge.
Of course.
Right. Gayfall the Drunkard. I think he's just literally turned up. Yeah. Has wandered onto the Stronghold grounds, asking for help with his accumulated debts. Well, he'll have to, although, yeah, he'll have to wait. Asking the party to keep him in check, whilst we first of all go to our chest of treasures and see what awaits us, and then we shall seek the other. Second of your see to him, will you please? He has been waiting far longer. Oh, and we've got our own merchant here as well. Yes, that's it. We've got our own merchant. What does he sell? What does he sell? Show me your wares, Mr. Oh, you sell bog standard weaponry. Okay, potions. No weapons. Potions. Okay. Not bad. Just the essentials, I suppose. But more importantly, we can sell stuff to him, should we need to make some money. Instead of having to travel all the way to a town, we can sell our wares right here at our keep. Which is pretty handy. Trade, thank you very much. 41,000 coin, oh yes, we're swimming. And look at all this stuff that we've got in here that we haven't seen yet. We've got Remembrance Ashes, which allows us to revive an ally. Very useful. 7 uses. And we've also got this Night Mirror Fragment, of course. And we've also got a Binding Rope, which gives us +2 Constitution. I mean, goodness me, we have really not... we've been missing out here. Right, let's just take a look at some of that stuff. Let's take a look at some of it, because it does appear to be quite useful. Right, so obviously that's a tanky type belt, so 1 of 2 people can have that. Palagina currently has a damage reduction to burn and freeze and wood skin. Well, that's not marvellous, is it? Nah, get rid of that. And have a bit of that. 2 Constitution. Marvellous. And we could also enchant her breastplate, which I still haven't done yet. It was a choice between two stats for me. It was Constitution or Intelligence, because Intelligence enhances her duration and AoE range for her spells. And the main spell that she does is Flames of Devotion, which increases the attack speed of people around her. So having that AoE zone larger would be better. Also, making that attack speed duration longer would also be quite useful. So considering that she's now got 2 Constitution from this robe, I'm kind of tempted now to give her 2 Intelligence on the breastplate now. Although, what's his belt? I mean, he's the main tank, so technically speaking, Constitution will be better on him rather than the off-tank. But what is his Constitution at the moment? It's already quite high at 19. Hers was low at 13. I think giving her an extra bit of Constitution with that belt is probably better served, to be honest. So we'll go for that, and then therefore we'll enchant this with Intelligence 2, which we can afford. It's going to cost 1,000, but we've got enough of all the different bits. Before we do that, though, let's just make sure she doesn't have Intelligence elsewhere. And therefore it'd be a complete and utter waste of resources. I don't believe that she does. No. It's perfect. Okay, so enchant that for Intelligence 2. Enchant that, lovely. So now she has all of a sudden got an extra 2 Intelligence and an extra 2 Constitution, which is mightily, mightily useful. And already she'll be feeling the benefits, I imagine. Right, what else did we pick up then? We picked up a set of ashes. Now, where are they? Are they a weapon? I have no idea. Oh, it's a quick use item. I see. We'll give it to our priest. It seems a priestly thing to do, doesn't it? To revive somebody. Yes. Marvellous. Very good. And of course we've also got this night mirror, which sets frightened and sickened. Who would be best placed using that? Not a clue. Only 5 uses, and then it probably disappears. We may leave that for now. Okay.
Yeah?
Okay, sorry about that. I had to pause it briefly. So here is Nairai the Deft Hand. This is the first person that we shall engage as part of our lordly duties. Name's Nairai. Begging your pardon and all, my lord, but I was hoping we could talk. Yes, well, I've heard about you, he's thinking. Indeed, let's speak. Calling the allies together and asking him to step forward to the throne. Oh, look at little Hector there as well. Come up, you don't have to stay at the bottom of the stairs, Hector. It's fine for you to approach the throne. So, might be I got myself nicked here and there for a few unsavoury deeds. My name's on posters all over Defiance Bay. Makes it harder to walk about freely, if you get me. My thinking is, it's time for me to seek out new horizons. Deadfire Archipelago seems nice. Then I'm out of everyone's hair. Only, I could use some help getting there. Not that I'm asking you to do this for free. I picked up a couple of things here from a fellow I know. Not much good to me if I'm caught. Yeah. I mean, if he was a fiery character, perhaps he would say that, but he's going to give this man the opportunity to do the right thing and turn himself in. Not flee to some other place so he could torment their people. And we're certainly not going to take any stolen goods from him. You can't be serious. They'll hang me. Perhaps he deserves hanging. But Seeing as if you step forward and hand yourself in, I shall see to it that they will give you a lenient sentence. Better than living life on the run as an outlaw, and then once your sentence has finished, you can turn a new leaf. Not a chance! You're a clever one, you are, but you're not talking me into offering my own neck up to the hangman. He turns on his heels, loping briskly from the hall, and we don't stop him? We have cells downstairs. I mean, we could have held him in there until the Crucible Knights had turned up. We've allowed him to escape and cause more devastation. I mean, we've gained prestige, but this is not satisfactory. But at least he's gone. Oh well. Perhaps lying to him about our content. Well, we're not going to lie to him.
Hey.
Not our style. Right, I suppose we shall have to engage this drunkard now. Oh, hello. Greetings, Lord Fedoran. I mean, I was hoping to talk to you. I'm in a spot of trouble. Indeed, step forward. Surprised he's still standing after the previous person stormed past him. The thing is, I've worked up a few debts in Deerford, a few other places as well, mind. More than a few. I haven't got the coin, my lord. I'd pay it off if I could. I was thinking, maybe you know someone looking to hire on or something. I'm willing to work. Well, he's willing to work. That's a good sign. Apparently, we know a way that he can pay off his debt, so I'm eager to hear this, Fedoran. Please, enlighten me. Oh, Bella Sage at the Brackenbury Sanitarium, helping her with her research. Really? That sounds rather dangerous, putting a drunk in charge. Well, they say in charge. Putting a drunk in the sanitarium with all that animancy going on. But it seems to be Fedoran's idea. I almost feel like a passenger in this conversation. Like in your tests? Like in tests, sorry? I suppose I ought to pay well, at least. Thank you. I'll head out there as soon as I can. So next time we visit Brackenbury Sanitarium, is he going to be there? Gaffol the drunkard. This we have to see. We're going to have to check in with Bella Sage to see how this apprenticeship goes down. Did we gain any prestige for that? Maybe. Or just XP, not so sure. But anyway, we've seen out the two people who came for our counsel. We've given our counsel. Fedoran proud of himself. Apart from the fact that you've let a criminal escape. Apart from that, Fedoran, not bad. Okay. So we need to build another building, right? Because we finished the last one. And so we have Craft Hall, Curio Shop, Artificer Hall, or Chapel, or Forum. 4 prestige for only 1,200 coin and built in 2 days. That seems to me to be a very good deal, but we shall finish off the security aspect once and for all with the woodland trails. Fedoran is highly security conscious when it comes to taxes. Can't bear the thought of his taxes falling into the hands of the brigands, and therefore that's why he's focused so heavily on security before raising the prestige level. Okay, so that's now done. So we're done with the keep, apart from the fact that we are now going to visit, if we know where the hell it is, the Bounty Man. The man who sells bounties, of course. Do you know the coconut chocolate things?
You could fit a whole village in here.
So there's a hedge maze. It's now marked. Does it mean it's open for business? Or still not? We're going to check it out. Yeah. We need to sort these little other odds and ends out because they're an eyesore. But we're getting there. We are getting there. No. Good to see people patrolling. Good, good, good. We like it. I think it's here. Yeah, the Warden's Lodge. We haven't done any of the buildings inside. chapel, an artificer's hall, curio shop. I think that's all of these things. So basically, everything that we've got left, which is a curio shop, the craft hall, the artificer's hall, and the chapel, they are the 4 buildings on the outside of the grounds. They are the last ones to be done. Everything else in the main keep, the Bright Hollow, all the surrounding grounds, the walls, the security, all that's done. Just these last 4 ragtag buildings. In fact, I don't think we've done this either, have we? Oh, the forum, yeah, the forum as well. So yeah, literally everything on the exterior now needs to be done. But yeah, that shouldn't take too long. Another 2 weeks and we should be there. And then this place will be fit to receive many, many nobles, commanders, all the upper echelons of society. No doubt, like today, we'll end up just having to listen to the stories and the woes of the dregs, of the drunks, the scoundrels, seeking our audience. The Lord's work is never done. So this is Warden Feargan.
Yeah?
Now these are classed as high-level bounties, so I don't know on earth that's going to entail. But we're gonna take one, just out of interest's sake.
Good day to you.
This grizzled old man takes a puff from his pipe and nods. Was wondering when you'd be dropping by. Kith around here have been hit with more than their share of trouble of late. I'm up to my ear in bounty offers. Figured at least one of these might interest someone with your skills. Okay, asking about the most recent ones. Now, I ought to warn you. There's a reason these bounties are still on offer. These are tough bastards. Every one of them. If you're not up for it now, feel free to come back when you're better prepared. In the meantime, here's a good batch to start us off. There's a standing bounty on Sly Seidel's head, of course. Then there's a forest lurker haunting the trade routes. And this ogre shaman should fetch a good price. And up last is one, War Chief Iklak. Okay, well, we've taken on forest lurkers, so we know for sure that that is definitely within our capabilities. So we'll start low and we'll work our way up. Unless that is low and it's going some sort of easiest to hardest, which means that Sly Seidel might be the easiest, but we'll chance the lurker. Better the devil you know. Let's see. Word is this big forest lurker's taken up residence in the Black Meadow, just off the main road. The merchants have been calling it the Dweller, and they want it gone before it starts chewing up their caravans. Okay. That'll do. Take it one at a time. We could have got all 4 to be fair, but we'll just do one at a time. We'll just take on this first one, see what it's like, see what reward we get, and we'll take it from there. So there you go. Black Meadow. A bounty. Bring its head back, what passes for its head, and cash in on the goodies. Ooh, yeah. Okay. That could work. Thank you, Mr. Warden Feargen. Come again? Feargen. Yeah, that'll do. We'll be back again, Feargen. For more bounty goodness, and hopefully to collect our reward. Okay, so we are, how long are we into the session? I don't know, because I've had to pause it for about 10 minutes.
Gelade. Well done. A formidable fortress in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the sea. Too vulnerable to cannons.
Looks like all of our party members appreciate our fine keep. It fills Fedoran with great pride. So what to do? We could end the session there, but we still do have a couple of things to do. I'm thinking we should probably take on this bounty. It won't take long, surely. Then we've got to go back and speak to Commander Cliver. And the reason why I'm delaying this now, because I want to actually start the quest for what's its face? The White March. But before I do that, I was thinking of taking the White Mother. The White Mother? The Grieving Mother with us. But she's obviously engaged in Fedoran's lordly duties at the moment, so we might as well tie up any further loose ends that we've got here. So we'll do a couple of bounties, I think, in the next session. We'll check in with the Commander Cliver, see what options that opens in relation to, you know, extra things to buy, and see if we can talk to him about helping us out here with our impending battle. And also with the situation with the Duke. We might actually speak with the Duke for the first time, which means that Fedoran will be putting on his Valiant clothing, his best hat, and looking the part for his grand audience. So yeah, we'll do that next time. And then when the Grieving Mother returns, then we shall return here ourselves, meet up with her, replace somebody. Who should she replace? That's a question I'm going to ask you guys. Who should she replace? I think we need these two. I think a tank, an off-tank. I think the Grieving Mother, apparently as a cipher, can either be a melee or a ranged, so she could fit into a role quite happily. So to me personally, I think she fits. We keep these two. That's the two main melees, especially since we've given her some new armour and upgraded it and enchanted it for her. I think we keep these two. We need a healer. We need Fedoran, naturally. Which means that it's one of these two that she's going to replace. So who would you think, in terms of balance or in terms of roleplay, who do you think she should replace? I'm personally thinking, myself, that we could give Kana a break. I like Sagani's personality. I'm sure Fedoran does. And she comes with Itumak, who deals some massive damage. And especially if you can get him flanking the enemy with his hide pierce, you know, his 50% damage increase against DOT'd targets. That's just too good. Of course, he comes with his ability to cast skeletons and summons and things, and chant for bonuses. They've both got their pros and cons, I suppose. But I think the Grieving Mother is going to replace one of these two personally. But I'll welcome your thoughts on that. Which means I've got to stop playing this now, because this is the third session in a row that I've played, and I'm not uploading these for about another week, so I'm going to have to stop playing now, which is a crying shame, because I'm really enjoying this. Anyway, before you see this, you'll end up seeing, if you're a fan, you'll see a few sessions of stainless steel, so hopefully this particular week, if all goes to plan, you're getting some stainless steel and Pillars of Eternity. I'm treating you to two different series during the same week. It's a minor miracle. Where do I find the time? Anyway, I'm rambling now. It's Friday. I'm looking forward to the weekend, and I'm happy. And I'm now going to go get some rum. So until next time, don't forget to tell me who you think the Grieving Mother should replace. But before then, next time out, we've just got a few more things to tie up. Until then, see you soon.